Hello survivors, Si here from First Aid Spray with a quick update and announcement video of what you can expect from First Aid Spray in 2022. First of all, I just wanted to thank our supporters out there, whether that's subscribing to us on YouTube and of course your favourite podcast apps as well, following us on social media, being part of our Discord server, buying some merchandise, and of course being a patron. We couldn't do it without your support. It's crazy to think now that we're over 3 years into First Aid Spray, which certainly wasn't something that we were thinking about when we started, and there's a lot of life left in this yet. It's been some of the most creatively fulfilling experiences of my life, and I'm really excited to share even more of that with you guys in the future. So thank you all for your support. Something that we pride ourselves on here at First Aid Spray is not just the quality of our content, but also the quantity and the breadth and our willingness to experiment. We're always looking for brand new ideas and to kind of push the boundaries out a little bit and see what else we can create. So today I'm very excited to announce 2 brand new shows for the First Aid Spray production slate in 2022. But before we get to those brand new shows, I just wanted to reassure everyone that everything that we're currently doing is staying the same. The main First Aid Spray content will still be a 15-episode season focusing on various Resident Evil aspects, be that games, characters, films, books, the latest news, so on and so forth. This format will not change, and neither will our bonus episodes as well. As we hit more social media goals, we'll be unlocking more polls for our patrons to vote on and talking about things outside of Resident Evil. We'll be continuing to produce YouTube content of various different kinds, editorials, lists, videos, opinion pieces, history and lore, anything that you can think of, anything that we can think of that focuses on Resident Evil in a variety of different ways. Something else for our YouTube feed is also the show Now That's What I Call Survival Horror, where we talk about the music of Resident Evil and survival horror, and that will be staying the same as well. Expect new episodes of this every other month. And of course, Itchy Painty will continue over at twitch.tv/FASprayPod every week, painting through various video game and non-video game miniatures in preparation for Resident Evil the board game this time next year. But I think you're more interested in talking about that new stuff, right? So let me introduce the first of the 2 new shows, which is Tier Death Experience. Tier Death Experience is a brand new show where we get to rank various aspects of the survival horror genre. We talked about box art on the podcast, but now let's rank them. What is the best and worst box art released for Resident Evil in the PAL region? What are the best outfits for any given character? Which is our favourite hunter variant? Which is our least favourite hunter variant? And which one do we argue about the most?
No. I would say meet in the middle then. Where would you hit, Si? Would you be like a C or a D?
What?
Tier Death Experience isn't necessarily a brand new concept for a show. You've seen the tier maker thing all over the internet and all over YouTube. We feel bringing the First Aid Spray personality to it and really siphoning down into various Resident Evil aspects will give this show a lot of life. So look forward to us getting argumentative about various pointless things in Resident Evil in Tier Death Experience.
I mean, listening to you guys now, yeah, it needs to go in front of Resident Evil. Right, but it's a solid B.
It needs to go in front of the original game.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I can put it in B.
Guest.
I can't put it higher than the original.
And the second show I'm here to talk about is actually not inspired by Resident Evil, it's actually inspired by the success that our bonus episodes have had. When we started First Aid Spray, I was quite hesitant to see where the boundaries were of what we could and could not talk about. But with the bonus episodes allowing us to talk about things like Metroid, Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill, Evil Within, and so on, and those episodes having a decent amount of success, it really showed us that we could try some really different things. So I'm very excited to introduce you all to Memory Card Lane. Memory Card Lane is a show that is inspired by 1990s gaming TV shows like Games Master and magazines. Every episode will focus on a different retro game. It could be something that everyone knows and loves, but more likely it's something that you've completely forgotten about, washed away in the sands of time, or something that you didn't know about at all. Every month the panel will gather to talk about this game selected by the spinning wheel to discuss its place in the industry when it was released, the reaction, the previous experiences to it, and how it fits in with video game history.
It really captures the unrelenting horror of being a creature in this game with the screams that come out of the skeletons and the death knell of the scorpions.
Whilst Memory Card Lane will be made by First Aid Spray and feature familiar voices, the intention is to have a completely different laid-back feel. At the end of the day, it's a bunch of guys you love listening to, kicking back and talking about retro games.
Just, I don't know, its impact just feels very damp.
I was going to say also, public service announcement: do not feed birds with landmines. That's a bad thing.
I'm just picturing like poor Gladys slowly looking at her purse, going, "Oh, I've got this. Maybe I'll put the landmine away for a safe day."
So I'm very excited to say that Tear Death Experience will be releasing its first episode right here on YouTube on the 4th of February 2022, and Memory Card Lane will be releasing its first episode right here on YouTube on the 1st of February 2022. However, that's not all. We were recently bowled over by the positivity and warmth from our Patreon community when we put to them the idea of an additional 4th Patreon tier. Now, if you're already an existing Patreon, or if you were considering it, don't worry, none of the existing tiers are going to change, and all of the benefits are going to stay exactly the same. However, if you head over to patreon.com/FASprayPod right now, you can get ahead early and sign up for the $8 Mastermind tier. The Mastermind tier will grant you 1 month early access to episodes of Memory Card Lane and Tear Death Experience, which means on February the 1st, 2022, if you're a Mastermind, you will have 2 episodes of Memory Card Lane to watch and 2 episodes of Tear Death Experience. That isn't necessarily all that the Mastermind tier will provide. As we come up with new ideas and new experiments and perhaps have new questions, we're going to posit them to specifically the Masterminds. So please look forward to our 2 new shows, Memory Card Lane and Tear Death Experience, launching in the first week of February 2022. If you're unsure about any of this, you can head over to our website, faspraypod.com, where there'll be an article explaining everything, and head over to our Discord if you have any questions. We look forward to seeing you over on our Patreon and our Discord server. And again, thank you all for the support. We're really looking forward to releasing these shows and seeing how they grow over time throughout 2022 and beyond. If you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, if this video didn't convince you, I don't know what will, so subscribe now to get all of this great content as it comes out. Take care of yourselves, and as always, have a good week.